Chapter 1. The Whispering Woods. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting long, eerie shadows across the dense forest. Known locally as the Whispering Woods, the forest was infamous for its chilling tales and unexplained disappearances. Few dared to venture into its depths after dark. Tonight, however, two friends, Caleb and Joshua, had decided to camp there, lured by the thrill of exploring the unknown. As the two set up their tent, Caleb's gaze lingered on the treetops swaying gently in the wind. "You ever hear the stories about this place?" he asked, his voice low. Joshua snorted. "You mean the ghost stories?" "Yeah, I've heard them. Just tall tales to scare off tourists." Caleb shook his head, a frown creasing his brow. "Not just ghosts. There are other things people talk about, like the Skinwalker and the Wendigo." Joshua paused, his face serious. "Those are just myths, Caleb. Besides, if there were any truth to them, we'd have seen something by now." But as night fell and the darkness closed in around them, a feeling of unease settled over Caleb. He couldn't shake the sense that they were being watched. Chapter 2. Eyes in the Dark. The fire crackled softly as the two friends sat close, sharing stories and laughter to keep the growing darkness at bay. An owl hooted in the distance, and the wind carried with it the scent of pine and damp earth. Suddenly, a rustling noise from the bushes made both of them freeze. "What was that?" Caleb whispered, his eyes darting around. Joshua shrugged, trying to act nonchalant, but his voice betrayed him. "Probably just an animal. A deer or something." The rustling grew louder, and then the sound of snapping branches echoed through the woods. The friends exchanged worried glances. "That didn't sound like a deer," Caleb muttered, reaching for his flashlight. He shone it toward the source of the noise, and his heart skipped a beat. Two glowing eyes stared back at them from the darkness, too high off the ground to belong to any ordinary animal. "Josh, what is that?" Caleb's voice trembled. Joshua stared, his face pale. I don't know." Before either of them could move, a low, guttural growl emanated from the trees, sending a shiver down their spines. Caleb and Joshua scrambled to their feet, backing away from the fire. Suddenly, the creature lunged forward, revealing itself in the firelight. Its body was twisted and gaunt, with skin stretched tight over protruding bones. Its eyes burned with an unnatural hunger. "It's the Wendigo!" Caleb screamed, recognizing the creature from the stories he had heard.